Alrighty guys, Matt from the Big River here. We got fish, lots of fish this week. I haven't decided whether I'm going to split the videos into fish and reptile. We get long videos, which I apologize for. This is neither fish nor reptile though. First thing out of the bag is giant swords plants. Look beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. Alright, glad to get those in again. They haven't been available like that for a little while, so snatch those up. And at a pretty good price too. Next is shrimp, which is not fish or reptile either. These are red crystal shrimp. We've been selling an absolute ton of red crystal shrimp, and they are a bit sensitive, but very beautiful, so why not? Once again, not fish or reptile. We have golden axolotls. These are the albinos with the specklies. That's why I call them golden, so albino in this case, but still not pink so much as kind of a gold color. Amphibians. So let's see, are we actually going to find fish now? No, we have shrimp. This is Snowball Shrimp. We're starting to ramp up our shrimp section in the first aisle. If you haven't checked out the new shrimp section, it is still a work in progress, but by the end of the week we should have a little better set. We've been so busy with so many things that shrimp move and expansion has gotten pushed back. But no more. We are on it. It is happening. We will have more types of shrimp available soon. Next thing is not fish, not reptile. These are fiddler crabs. Let's see if I actually ordered any fish today. Oh my golly, here is fish. These are Auratus Cichlids, African cichlid of course. Restock on those guys. Got some feeders in here, lots of feeder guppies. Go ahead and hand those to you. And here's more fish. I told you we'd have fish. These are the black Moscow guppies. Came in real nice this week. And snails, not fish, not reptile. I'm telling you. That's why we went to pets, because we're not just fish. We're not just reptile. We got a little bit of everything here at the Big River. These are assorted mystery snails. Some nice gold ones there. And other colors. What are you guys? These look like rice fish. Yes, these are those midnight rice fish. Super, super cool, kind of blue, gray, black color. Got these more snails. These are, very first bit of the pond season. These are Japanese trapdoor snails. Great for the pond. You can do them in the fish tank too. Nice, cool, coppery color to them. Somebody's been asking me for balloon-bodied mollies, and they popped up on a list, so I go ahead and grabbed some assorted balloon-bodied mollies. Odd-looking critter, but they are popular. These popped up again, too. These are long-fin Serpae tetras. Been hard to get this year for some reason, but now they're back available. That's it for that box. All right, let's see if we find any fish in these boxes. Let's see what we got. First thing up is Gouramis. I think I did a lot of restocking on Gouramis this week. This is the, let's see, just the blue dwarf, or powder blues. Yeah, powder blues. I thought I saw some red in there, a little bit of red trim. Next is Port Moresby rainbows. Came in a little bit on the small side. A restock on those guys. I think we just have some females over there right now. Oh, we got some bettas this week. A restock on some of the guys we sold out of last week. Oh, and I did. I got us a new Gulper cat. Good size on this guy too. These guys, remember, will eat fish actually bigger than them. So put them with other fish at their peril. Emerald Dwarf Rasboras. That's a restock on a nano fish. We love our nano fish, and those are a nice one. Laccara species Lawanda. Large, 3-inch. Looks more like a 2-inch. I think we kind of undersized that guy a little bit. That's alright. Lawandas are really beautiful when they're a little bigger than that. This is Cyprichromis, or Copiacromis Cristinatus. Cristinatus? I'll go with that. Copiacromis in general are some of my favorite Malawians. They're not a Lanacara, but they're awfully pretty. Lanacara species of Lawanda, that's the second one of those. I think there's one more of those guys hiding in here, and that's him right there. And then, oh my gosh. Nope, not gonna look. Next is some more Gouramis. These are dwarf Gouramis, the regular red and blue striped guys, mostly red. And then we have these are more Bettas, but I'll show you these guys. These are Halfmoon candy females. These guys had a batch of them last week and they flew out of here. Absolute stunning colors on those, like cotton candy for sure. Blue Star Endlers, ordered a couple different types of Endlers this week. Just got one. Apparently they have a stocking problem and I'm not gonna look. Seriously, not gonna look. Honduran Red Point, Denali. It's a Central American large, big, mean, beautiful fish. They have red points in. I don't think I ever had red points here actually. Neon green Rasbora, or Cubitais, Microdevario Cubitai. Restock on those, another nice nano fish, nice light green color. Another restock, this is not fish, these are shrimp. These are bamboo shrimp or Singapore shrimp if you prefer. Nice size on these. Still have a couple of the real big ones from last week. And another bag of rainbows, kind of undersized rainbows here too. These are emerald rainbows. Not seeing a lot of color in there, but a little less size to some of the rainbows than sometimes we hope to get. Still beautiful at any size. All right, we're gonna sneak another box in here. We have fish. Amazing. Oh, that's nice size, nice color. Red Parrot Cichlid, or blood parrot if you prefer. Should be a bunch of those guys in here. Neon dwarf rainbows. A little better size on those guys, which are a smaller fish, but nice fat bodies on those neon dwarf rainbows. Then we've got green neons. They're pretty tiny, but they're always pretty tiny. Looks like most of them made the trip pretty good. What we got here? Catfish. Oh, these are Banjo Catfish. Run-of-the-mill standard. Can you see them? You can never see them when they're in the tank either. Banjo Cats are so cool. They're the coolest fish you'll never see. Right down your substrate. Flat bag. Another cool Betta that I won't show you. Not that one either. We have bags instead of cups this week. I don't know why they send us cups most of the time. More red birds. I'll wait those in here. Got a bunch of red parrots. Well, half a dozen. That's a nice one. Cardinal Tetras. A nice restock on those guys. Get 50 Cardinal Tetras, or 100 just about every week. We get spotted Hillstream Loaches. That is a restock. We have a few of them still over there, but we go through a ton of Hillstream Loaches. Killing me not to look at these guys, but not gonna do it. Next we have red tuxedo swordtails. Nice restock on swordtails. And below that is your run-of-the-mill tiger barb. Are really quite a pretty fish. They get a bad rap because they can be nippy. Put them in the right group, that's not a problem. Spotted Hillstream Loach we already did. We got reticulateds coming too, so that's why I did it twice. This is Procotupulus simulus. It's a type of rice fish. They're called a variable lampi. Super cool. Quasi-nano fish, small mouths. Got a big collection of those rice fish or types of killifish over there that I've just slowly accumulated over the last few weeks. Apparently I've gotten into them. Didn't realize I'd done that. These are not killies. These are Marber Hoplo cats. Hoplo cats, of course, get about 6 inches and fat, like big around like a cigar. That's it for that box. All right, just 2 more to go. Let's see if I can rip through them here. First thing out of this box is, those are Hillstream Loaches. These are Borneo suckers. Borneo suckers are kind of a mixed group usually. Nice looking little buggers. Next is Rumminose. Rumminose Tetras. We go through a ton of those guys. Restock on them. Looks like they mostly made the trip okay. Next we have, there's more Hillstream Loaches. These are the reticulateds. Big bunch of those guys. Go through an absolute ton of reticulated Hillstream Loaches. Then we have Gold Nugget Pleco. I thought I ordered an 18, but we got an 81 instead. That's a box next to it. We got one of those already. 18s and 81s look a lot the same. These are chili Rasboras. Chili Rasboras are your quintessential nano fish. Stock a bunch of those guys, and we sell a lot of them. Here are your regular run-of-the-mill white clouds. A very great nano fish also. Lots of nano fish on this order. And this is not a nano fish. This is a baby clown knife. Those guys can get up to 40 inches. So remember, absolute giant fish. Be ready for that if you get yourself a clown knife. Bumblebee gobies. These are those Sabanus bumblebees we've been getting. They've been holding up really well. So restock on those. Next we have a pink-tailed Celsius. I think I got a whole group of these guys. These are the Yellowfin ones. Been able to get those guys as tank-bred babies, and they've been holding up well. Get them started in the tank. Remember, they're a schooling fish. They want some space. I think they do best in a 6-foot tank. Really, they're a 10-inch fish. You can probably do them at least when they're young in a 4-foot tank. We have some Gouramis. These are opaline Gouramis. Itty bitty guys. Remember, your standard Gouramis get pretty darn big. They'll get up to 6, 7 inches or more. So not a small fish. And then standard neon Tetras. Remember, your Tetras are on this special. If you buy 4 or more, we'll give you 25% off for the same low cost of subscribing for this channel. More swordtails. These are the red wags to go along with red tuxedos. We're back after a couple technical difficulties. We have some wild Oscars. That was what was available this week. I thought, why not? Let's bring in some wild Oscars, see what they look like. They're cute little buggers. They'll get huge, as all Oscars do. Next up is a red top Aristo. Auratus Cichlid, if you're following along with the Latin. Very pretty. 3-inch guys, got a couple of those guys. Also got some babies on those. Here's another one. Might even be more colored up than the other one in the bag. See what they look like after they've been in the tank for a little while. Super cool African cichlid. These are shrimp, Banjo shrimp. Absolute necessity for your planted tank, of course. And then we have Banjo Cichlid, another African cichlid. A bit of a restock this week on Africans. Also brought in some oddball unusuals that we don't always get. Also got some red-tailed black sharks. Realized I think we were out of stock on all of the red tails, rainbows, and everything, so I brought in some more. Here's rainbows right there. Our rainbow sharks. Remember, these guys get bigger and more ornery than most people think. Probably best off in a 4-foot or better, and when they're adults, they actually can do African cichlids. Celestial pearl banyos. These are your quintessential nano fish. And there's those baby aristos. Red top aristos. I don't know if you can see them through the bag. Pretty silvery, kind of reminiscent of how Red Empress looks when they're babies. Empire Gudgeon. Got another batch of these guys. Sold out a good half of the ones I got last week, so I've got more. And if you haven't checked out our display fish, they are a really impressive fish. These are the Uhike Medaka rice fish, or Orzala's latipes. Boy, that's easy for you to say. We'll call them the golden rice fish also. Neat, cool, super exciting little nano fish. Here's pleco. Not a lot of plecos on this order. Not a lot been available recently, but we get what we can. These are the L15 tigers. Got a couple of those guys in here for stock. Yep, there's another one. And green fire tetras. I got some of these, got some more. I think these are, when they're colored up and doing their mating dance, one of the coolest tetras. Seriously different between when they're just at rest and when they're colored up for the dance. Totally worth it to set them up just for that. Let's see, here's another rice fish. This is the Galaxy version. It's also a lattipiece, so you got different color variants. I don't know if you can see them in there. But different variants of the same species on this rice fish. A whole bunch of different ones. Flame Red Battis is a restock. I would have restocked on the regular Scarlet Battis, but they weren't available this week. We still got a couple of them over there. And now we got Flame Reds for sure. And I doubled up order on this. I thought we'd sold out because I couldn't find him, but this is a Desciota Sex Fasciatus. And we got a couple of those guys. Remember, those get big. They're actually cool to do in a school if you have an absolutely huge tank. Otherwise, you usually do them one at a time. Pseudotropheus Demasoni, another African cichlid. Restock on those guys. Nice bold stripes on them. Absolutely beautiful African cichlid. And then the last fish for this order are the royal blue dwarf gouramis. Started with dwarf gouramis, ended with dwarf gouramis. There you go.